Now, here's the MLBbro TV show, the best from MLBbro.com with Rob Parker. Let's go.
Sponsored by Hidden Soul. For the most exclusive kicks on the planet, go to hiddensoul.com. Welcome to the weekend. There were so many great stories on MLBbro.com this past week. In case you missed some, we'll take a look back. Let's start here. On Debatable with Mark and Manny, they chatted up about baseball, betting, and Pete Rose.
Do you think Major League Baseball has a gambling problem right now?
I don't know if they have a gambling problem, but they got a hypocrisy problem. So let me get this straight, right? Major League Baseball, right? You know, the Black Sox scandal. Gambling is the ultimate sin of the game. And oh my God, you can never do this, right? They're in bed with every gambling betting service in the country. You know, MLB players are actively shilling DraftKings and FanDuel and the FanDuel Play of the Week and the sports book this and the sports book back. I can literally go into any sports gambling facility in America and place a bet on baseball games, but we can't put Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. We shun him. And listen, I'm not defending Pete Rose because he's got his own issues, but like, listen, I don't know if they have a gambling problem, but they sure do have a hypocrisy problem.
Rachel Hill chimes in with her 2 cents on the slap heard round Major League Baseball.
Tommy Pham has been fined and suspended by Major League Baseball for 3 games for inappropriate conduct for the slap heard around the baseball world. Pham said he agreed to the 3-game suspension for slapping San Francisco Giants outfielder Jock Peterson on the cheek over a fantasy football dispute prior to last Friday's game. The suspension is for the Red Series versus the Giants. On Friday, Pham had confronted and smacked Peterson while the Giants warmed up in the outfield. The pair had to be separated, and people don't play about fantasy football. Pham said the dispute stemmed from an old text sent by Peterson to the Fantasy League's group chat, in which Pham said Peterson disrespected his teammates on the San Diego Padres, for whom he played last season. He also said Jock was cheating and messing with his money too, and he looks at it like there's a code to this and he had to address it. Obviously, homie don't play that.
Dodgers right fielder Mookie Betts was this week's homeboy for the 2nd week in a row. Despite being held hitless on Sunday against the Diamondbacks, Betts is still swinging a red-hot bat. He's hitting 5 of his last 7. And listen to this, in his last 9 games, he's batting .441 with 6 home runs and 11 RBI. And Betts' hot hitting has included power. He has 14 home runs, which leads the National League. Last year, Betts hit only 23. He also has 32 RBIs this season. A year ago, he had a total of 58. In the last 7 games, Betts has 11 hits and has raised his batting average from .280 to .294. That's why Mookie Betts is this week's homeboy. J.R. Gamble has a pushback against those who still don't think Dusty Baker can win a World Series.
All we heard all offseason after the Atlanta Braves beat the Houston Astros in the 2021 World Series was that might have been Dusty Baker's best and last chance for a World Series title. I have to push back against that notion once again. The Astros are pitching incredible, sitting 2nd in all of baseball in ERA and 4th in WHIP. This is in fact Dusty Baker's best chance for a World Series. The Astros are the definition of a team. They have exceptional veteran hitters who have been through the wars of the postseason, survived the ultimate scandal, and still compete for titles, rings, and things every season. Dusty Baker has the Astros machine running. You give a vet like Dusty a top-ranked pitching staff and some perennial all-stars to boot, and MLB once again, we got a problem in Houston. All that Yankee talk is fine and dandy, but watch out for the Stros.
Rachel Hill chimes in with her 2 cents on the promotion of Michael Harris II and his promotion to the Atlanta Braves in the big league.
Recently, the Atlanta Braves called up one of their top prospects, Michael Harris II from AA Mississippi, to make his major league debut in a 4-1 loss to the Marlins. The outfielder struck out in his first plate appearance, and then he recorded his first hit, an opposite field single in the 6th. Harris singled, raced to third on a Ronald Acuna Jr. single, and then scored on a Dansby Swanson ground out in the 6th. Harris scored the only Braves run of the game. Nothing can really match the moment actually being here, Harris said. You can always dream about it, but actually being here, I don't think anything tops it at all. It felt normal, and I felt like I belonged here. Manager Brian Snitker said, Michael Harris II is such a wonderful young man too, so you're really happy for him. We wouldn't have brought him up if we didn't think he could come up and help us win games.
That's our show for this week. I'm Rob Parker. We'll see you again next weekend. And all week long, check in on MLBbro.com for the best coverage of black and brown major leaguers.